Yesterday, I uploaded a video of a friend's monsters, and didn't get a chance to review and show you guys all of them. So, I know we left off with Freya, but I'm not sure where exactly where. So um, let's just basically review her again real quick. So this one is really good with the revive. I believe I said this already in part 1 of the video. But anyway, it just basically, she kills herself pretty much, and it removes all harmful effects and fully cover HP of all allies. Additionally, your attack will decrease the enemy's attack bar by 10%. So it's a weird move to have on a monster, but really OP, especially for support. But it wouldn't be very good without a revive. So this would probably be good Toa, maybe. Boss, you're about to die. She's like your last hope, pretty much. Boom. Yeah. And if you have really OP Mons, you can probably beat Toa with her. Maybe. Maybe she's not for Toa. I don't know what she's used for. But, I know for sure she's not used in raids because she'll probably kill herself instantly. Maybe. Okay, next monster. So, Tesseron, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So this is, it's the same move as Vermos's first move, basically. Attacks with magical powers and inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns with a 50% chance. The damage increases according to your attack speed. So, yeah, see, you're gonna need Swift Runes for this move to really be good too. And, this one's the same as, Theomars's move as well, but fire type pretty much, so it's a fire Thermos. Um, but this is his passive, which makes him different. Increases the damage inflicted on the enemy with harmful effects by 20% and makes the enemy boss and makes an enemy boss monsters excluded. That'd be nice if we included, but it'll be too OP, I guess, in the game. Um, so he kind of like blocks also the other monsters' passive moves as well. That's what it looks like. Passive skills aren't activated in Oblivion state. Hmm, really weird wording, but okay. Okay, now it's Hawa. I heard she's a really good monster. So, let's look at it. Attacks the enemy with a whip, decreases the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns with a 50% chance. Damage increases according to attack speed. So, let's look at her second move. Okay, so her second move, Burning Whip, attacks with a Burning Whip and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns. So, I'm pretty sure this monster would be good on VO, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, well, energy. Interesting. Oh, well, I don't really know these monsters that well because I don't have most of them. Um, decreases the enemy's attack bar by 25% and strikes again with 20% automatic effect. So this is what I'm saying, that she might be good on view. But everybody has different views for her and runes. Trevor. I want one of these Neostone Knights just because they look cool. Okay, now let's get back. Let's not get sidetracked here. As he plays with his knife and doesn't cut himself. That knife is bigger than his arm. Look at that. It looks like he's bigger than his whole arm. Come on, man. You look like a little kid. Okay, combat swings a dagger to attack enemy 2 times. Security increases your attack power for 2 turns. So just basically rush and attack, and your attack power increases for 2 turns. It's pretty good, but only just to himself. Relentless Strike increases the critical rate for 2 turns and instantly attacks an enemy with powerful strike. This is good move, especially going against wind monsters, because you can practically instant kill them, depending on if you're going against a wind monster, and or maybe even a fire monster. Light and dark besides water, because I don't think you can kill. Maybe you can, but you need some raw strength, pure power to do that. Now his passive is really good. I fought against some of them, fire mostly. As your HP decreases, the damage inflicted to the enemy will increase and the damage you receive will decrease. So this is a good move because kind of decreases how much damage he takes. Oh, and apparently he's good for arena, which is pretty good because he might be used in arena maybe. Increases the attack power of all ally monsters in the arena by 33%. That's pretty good. If you just want to nuke everybody in arena, let's go all raw strength. Okay, so this is Zhong Fei, the fire panda. I have him, but mine is not level 40 or awakened. Okay, so let's review his moves. Sequential attack. Attacks the enemy 3 times with each strike having a 30% chance to... Oh, before I move to him, sorry. Oh, he has no runes. Okay, let's just go back to him. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to use runes on him, but he doesn't. What about him? Oh, he has runes. He's more... His attacks are mostly based on defense. Well, his last attack is anyway. So, sequential attack. Attacks the enemy 3 times with each strike having a 30% chance to decrease the target's defense for 2 turns. So, this is really good, especially for a first move. So that's about 90% in total. So that's pretty good. That's just to break defense though. That's still a pretty good move. This is what makes him really good. Removes harmful effects casted on yourself and counterattacks for 2 turns when attacked. Recovers 50% of HP of always in each turn for the next 2 turns. So this is what makes him Fire Panda, Fire Panda. Even though Wind Panda has the same thing, and I don't know what other element Panda has, but. So basically, say he has probably 2 or 3 harmful effects, and you just do this, his harmful effects just disappear. But the team monsters that you have, they still have their harmful effects, but they also get healed, basically. So, yeah. Okay, now his last move. This is the move that's based on defense. Panda Supremacy. Attacks the enemy 4 times to grant one random weaken effect among glancing hit rate increase, attack power decrease, attack speed decrease, with a 50% chance. The inflicted damage is proportionate to defense and the max HP of the target. So it's not just the defense, also the max HP on the monster. So this probably will include boss monsters as well. So, really good attack. And let's see, that's why he has really high HP and defense as well. Really good monster. Well ruined. Okay, so this is probably the most basic monster because you get him in the very beginning of the game, unless you feed him. But His is fully skilled, and I have one too. Level 30, 4-star. So, okay, so bite the enemy and recover 30% of the inflicted damage is HP. Oh, I did not know that. I thought it was just attack. Okay, that's really good. Now this one is also a good move. Bite the enemy continuously to inflict great damage. So this is really good. So it's just basically like this, but you don't get recovered HP. Now this one is what makes them really powerful. Begin Hunt increases the attack power and critical rate of allies for 3 turns. So this is really good if you're going for a nuke team that has like probably damage and just straight on nuking would be good with them. And maybe if you use Rook or Torque maybe all together, because Rook's move his Annihilate passive skill, which allows him to attack another time if a monster is killed. Um, he might be able to do some damage with this attack, and it's really good. But I don't think he has a Rook, does he? No, he doesn't. Rook is a really good monster, by the way. I'll show you mine after this, maybe. Um, so this is Fire Desert Queen. Um, Shiek, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Sorry, I just want to kind of say the names as well. Shiek, Fire Hellhound. Um, let's try this. Shikimit. That's very bad pronunciation. Okay, her skills are Touch of Seduction, attacks the enemy in defense, and decreases its attack power for 2 turns with a 50% chance. So this would be 100% in total, but you wouldn't get it. When I say in total, I mean doesn't mean you would necessarily get it all the time. I'm just saying in general. So that's only if you get it perfectly. You could do it. So, but she looks like fully skilled, so she might be able to do it both times. Curse of the Beautiful. Attacks all enemies 3 times each to decrease the defense. Increase the chance of landing glancing hit and disturb their HP recovery 2 turns with a 50% chance. This is a good move because most teams have a healer, and this is kind of the anti-healer. Heal block, basically, which is really good. She kind of like adds some bad harmful effects. Okay, Charming Voice. Attacks an enemy, stealing all beneficial effects, and sets all the enemy's skills on max cooldown. So this is really good, I would say, against in like maybe arena, just like anywhere basically maybe. Because of this skill, it's a really good stripper mon, and puts enemies' skills on max cooldown. Very good, very good. Okay, so this is Colleen. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Did we look at his runes? Okay, so his runes are violent. So this is pretty good. Give him more turns. Okay, what are her runes? So she's really good runed. Stun and Will. That's pretty good. Make sure she doesn't. Will's a good set of runes, maybe. Despair is good on maybe most monsters. Okay, so those are runes for Colleen. Now let's look at her skills. You can get her by doing one of the challenges. I believe it's the dungeon challenge you get her from. So if you want her awakened, you can get her by doing those challenges. And other monsters as well. Um, Blackout Kick. Performs a ruthless combo, kicking the enemy 2 times. Each attack has a 50% chance of decreasing the enemy's attack power for 2 turns. So this is good. Makes the attack power go down on monster, on the enemy, 2 times. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, this is what makes her just, also she's another heal blocker. Throws sharp feathers to attack the enemy and prevents them from recovering their HP for 2 turns. Really good anti-healer. And also she's the healer herself. Fairy Dance recovers HP of all allies by 25% and increased their attack power for 3 turns. This is why she's a really good monster. She heal blocks and heals. Really good monster. Okay, so this is Parma. That's the Tragmorphage. I'm trying some more fake. I can't pronounce it. The Tragmoric form of Parma. So Arcane Blast attacks the enemy with serious energy and stuns them for 1 turn with an 18% chance. So the stun rate is pretty low, but maybe he has violent runes. I'd say if he had on Despair, it might be better, but hey, violent is good too because Flame Nova. I would say violence may be good because all these moves are good. I'll explain when I get to the 3rd skill maybe why violent will be good. It explodes. Flame Nova explodes compressed energy of fire to inflict damage to the enemy. The more HP the targeted enemy currently has, the larger damage becomes. So it's against monsters with high HP, um, like bosses and in an arena with monsters who run people with high HP monsters. This this is really cool, actually, to be honest. Fire Phoenix. Okay, enough with that. Okay, this is why I think Violent would, because of this passive. Recovers HP of all allies by 10% each turn and rises from the ashes at the moment of death with 100% HP. So, Phoenix's quick history of them. Apparently, I forgot what the lore is actually from, but it was like from some mythology kind of thing. When they die, they get reborn from the ashes, basically. Like, if you ever seen, I forgot which Harry Potter movie it was, but you see it, like, the Phoenix dies, but comes reborn as a baby one. But in this game, obviously, because of reasons it can't become a baby, just comes back fully revived with full HP, which is really good. Um, and I believe, I'm not sure if when he comes back to life, if he heals as well. I'm not sure about that. I have to look into it. But that's a really good monster. Okay, this is Verdile, Fire Vampire. He's a very good monster because of his passive skill, which I'll get to in a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's see his runes real quick. Violent runes, which is really good for his 3rd skill, his passive. So Vampire Bat attacks 2 times with the Vampire Bat and recovers HP by 30% of inflicted damage. So it's kind of like Sheik Fire Hellhound's first move in a sort of sense. Normal Agreement strikes a strong blow with a surprise attack. This attack receives a 30% critical rate bonus, so which is pretty good if you have high critical rate. So that's pretty good, 91%. It's not bad. Okay, so this is what makes them really good. Your critical hits increase the attack bars of all allies by 20%. This effect does not have effect on allies with similar skill effects. Also, you can use this as well with such as maybe Bernard, maybe? I don't know. Don't really understand it. So Lucian, his is probably runed differently. He has some HP in there, which is good, not bad, not bad. But other than that, let's see. I think his is better than mine. Yeah, because mine has, I don't know, I have to look at mine real quick later. So, flying cards throws a sharp card to attack and discards the enemy's HP recovery for 2 turns, 75%. 70% chance. Um, Maybe because mine's not fully skilled, but my Fire Joker, his is basically the same thing, but I don't know why, but it seems like his first move, Fire Joker, Jojo, his first move is the same as this one, but it seems to be more effective. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me or Lucian. It doesn't is not lucky enough to get it. But anyway, let's continue. Surprise box. This is a good move. Summons a surprise box that inflicts damage and grants one random weaken effect among stun, glancing hit rate, increase in attack speed, decrease to all enemies. So not only that deals damage, which if you have high attack enough, it could probably kill them or give them severe damage with a harmful effect, which is really good. Now, this what makes Lucian OP monster. Throws a number of cards and inflicts damage to all enemies, ignoring their defense. So maybe you can use Samurai, which breaks through harmful effects, which sadly Lucian does not do that move. Well, Supreme Skywolf is for all samurais. But this one which is good because say you have defense break. So Galeen, defense break, and then Lucian, which I use a lot. You've seen in my earlier videos, like my first few ones. I would use Galeen, defense break, then Lucian just goes in with amputation magic with the kill. Most of the time, it kills all the monsters that I'm fighting against. Most of the time, not all the time. Okay, so this is Michelle Wind, uh, Epunon, I don't know, Priest? I don't know how to pronounce it. So she's a revive monster and a healer. As you can see, absorb mana, attacks the enemy, and recovers the HP 30% of damage dealt. This attack will deal more damage according to your max HP. So she should be okay, she's not ruined. Okay, so she would be really good with HP runes, hype HP, because she basically heals herself. Block flow extends the time of beneficial effects and shortens the time of harmful effects and recovers HP of all allies. The recovery is proportional to the attack power. So you might wanna. So I don't know how he's gonna ruin her because you needed what was this one? So HP and attack power, which well, it's probably easiest runes. Okay, now this is what makes her a good monster. Revives an ally with 25% of HP and recovers HP by 50% each turn for 2 turns. So you're gonna make sure that you want to have an extra healer because she's probably not gonna be able to do it. Because in Toa, Sometimes you could go against her and her revive skills. You would have like 2 or 3 of them, and you would fight them. And the other monsters would be attack monsters. And she doesn't really do a good job at healing. More for revive, so you get a. So she's gotta be kind of fast, maybe. So then she'll be able to revive and heal at the same time. Or you can just have a fast healer as well. Okay, so this is a fusion monster. Wind Valkyria. Katarina. No runes as well. Interesting. Um, Sword of Promise attacks with a sword. Soul Reaper, I believe, is the next move. Yeah. So I'll read that next. Is automatically activated if the enemy dies. Attacks the enemy and recovers HP by 30%. Of the inflicted damage becomes invincible 1 turn when the enemy is killed. And this makes her invincible with this. Attacks randomly, the enemy defense is ignored when invincible state. So this is really good. I heard she's really good in the team with Water Horus, or maybe Rena, which is Fire Ecpygonic Priest. Why can't I pronounce it? The fire version of her, basically. And her name is Rena. Rena, her third skill, I believe, puts one monster invincible and gives everybody immune to harmful effects. And this is really good because when she's in the invincible state, she can do some heavy damage. Okay, Aerong is a fusion monster for the Water Phoenix, but if you have Water Phoenix, um, she she is a good monster. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily use her though because I'm trying to get the Sig fusion. But if I get her again, then I'll probably build one. Will-O-Wisp attacks the enemy 3 times with a shimmering light. Each strike has a 15% chance, increasing the enemy's chance of landing and glancing hit for 2 turns. So this is probably my last monster before I make a part 3. So just letting you guys know, I'm gonna make a part 3 after this one gets uploaded on YouTube. Because I feel like these are getting too long. And, okay. So let's continue. Soul Snatcher. Throws soul beads at the enemy to deal damage. Recovers the same amount of inflicted damage as HP. All excessive HP recovery from this skill can be converted into a shield in the last 2 turns. So she attacks, she kills. She has full HP, she can get a shield in that case, which is really good. Remember as well. Sweet Talk. Attacks the enemy and decreases the attack speed, attack power, and defense for 2 turns. This is really good for against water monsters because obviously wind over. But either way, this is a good move too. Maybe. Okay, so she has a really good leader skill. If you're using a wind nuker team, increases the attack power of all monsters with the wind attribute by 40%. So I'm gonna end it here and make a part 3. Maybe part 4, depending on the time of my next video.